years ago. I was 21 years old. I might have been 20. Yeah, I was about 20 or 21. So he must have been about 16, something like that. Anyway, I'm working at this facility and it's for for the elderly, and I'm working and doing my job. I could tell that I'm not really liked by the head administration, which they turned out okay now. But he would come in and people would be like, "Oh Lord," in the administration, he would say to the administrative head who still does this work today. She's Filipino. He say, "You know what?" He said he would I would be taking care of my patients and he would say, "You know what? This is horrible the way they leave these people in here. This is horrible. Uh I don't know how long I'm going to be able to work here." Um then he would go once he left there. She would tell him, "Okay, you need to get to your, the people that you have to take care. Okay, I'm going to help these people because obviously the people before them didn't care." He would go and work on the people, and it's so funny because he would say, "You know what?" He would go up to the he had a whole personality. He would go up um to the to the nurses station and he would talk about the administrator, our boss, how he would date her, but she's so mean, he he would say that about her. And I just thought about that story, that was him. And he would say, "You know what? Uh she a pretty lady and everything, but you know what, she's just too mean." And it was so funny how I thought about that just recently, how I actually worked with him. I mean, he had us all, the time flew by when we were at work. It was that funny. But I ended up leaving that job. He left the job before I did, but I ended up leaving that job. But it was so crazy. And something bad happened to me the day I got sent home by the administrator. Something bad happened, on the way home. And I was crying and driving, and a dog ran in front of me. A little bitty poodle dog. He ran in front of the car, and thank God I stopped. But somehow I clipped his toes. That's how precise it was. I clipped his toes and he ran on home. I pulled over, and as soon as I pulled over, a policeman was driving by. And the policeman was like, I was like, "I hit something. I thought it was a dog, but I don't see it." And this man stopped. He said, "I seen that." He said, "As soon as you started driving, the the dog decided that they could make it, and they ran." Thank you so much, Max. And thank God I pulled over because I was looking for the dog. Like, is the dog gonna be all right? Am I going to put it in my daddy Cadillac and take it to the hospital or what? Looking for the dog. Dog was nowhere to be found. I find out that the dog had ran home, and this man was coming down the street. He said, "Ma'am, I seen everything that happened. The dog first it decided to stall, and then I think it decided that it would be able to make it across the street from your headlights. So I didn't hit the dog, but I ran over its nails, and I stopped. I kid you not, I cried for a week. I couldn't even go to the mall without crying about this dog. And I ran over his fingernails, thanking God that I didn't run over the whole dog. Oh, thank you, Ice. I appreciate that. Yeah, so I worked with Tupac. It was, you guys, when I tell you, the time went by, they would have to come tell me, it's time to go, Rhonda. It's You about to clock out. I loved that job. he made that job so fun. He was probably just talking about it though, because of the work we did there, nurses assistants. But we had the most amazing time with him. And I just show goes to show we don't always just sit around and do music all day long. We go make we build a foundation where we are, All that staying in music all day long, that's bull. You know what? That's lazy. We don't do that. Oh, I'm from LA. I was born and raised in LA, honey. Came home from the hospital in a house my daddy owned right on Ascot. Ascot and is that Florence? Florence and Ascot, 55th and Ascot. Yep. Yeah. I had a good life. My daddy was an Air Force veteran. I'm the oldest. Yeah, and just so happened my mother had before she passed, she had worked for Geffen. She was worked cleaning his office. My father was the maintenance supervisor. So he would come pick up my mother. They weren't together. He would come pick up my mother and take her to work. And my mother was 9 years older than my father. My father was 22, fresh out of Air Force. My mother was 31 when I was born. And she already had 5 kids. And so he would come pick her up and take her to work. And one day we ended up all working there. My dad ended up going to the penitentiary because somebody tried to get on one of his properties because he owned a few properties and stuff like that he would fix up himself. I will be 62 June 25th, same day Michael Jackson passed. Yeah. And so I ended up just looking towards trying to get some kings that I felt that could keep my mind stimulated. So that's when the Jackson 5 came to me. I was like, you know what, the Jackson 5, they really look like they got a good upbringing, and you know what? I'm going to use them as somebody that I consider kings, in the world when my father wasn't around. Thank you. Now I ain't got no plastic surgery. I got a couple of scars though, but I ain't got no plastic surgery. And yeah, I got a 41-year-old daughter, 31-year-old daughter, and 26-year-old daughter. And all of them got a college degree. So what I was going to tell you guys is that Tupac, he had us laughing. It was he had so much energy. He had us laughing, had me grinning and under my breath trying to hold in my laugh because he would just tell it like it is. And I didn't want to get fired from this boy, doing what he was doing, going around talking to how he would date the administrator and stuff like that. I was like, oh man. Hi, Steve Fry. So, I had to let you guys know that was so funny. We were in Harbor City at that time where we worked together, and that was way before music. So I knew who he was when me, Biggie, and all of us. You see it on my Instagram page. When all of us was recording, I was already comfortable with him, what he was saying and stuff like that. Plus, his birthday is coming up June 16th, the same day as my father's, you know. So I don't know if we some kind of relatives or what. But that was the funniest, I'm telling you, that was the most interesting job that you could ever have, dealing with him. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But you should have been there. Oh my goodness, Tupac was a mess. He had the whole place rolling and laughing. He had the whole place laughing. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I flat iron it. Yeah. So thank you guys for subscribing. I appreciate that. I wanted to say that, I'm getting ready to move. I'm not wanted here. I know I'm not wanted here. And I've tried everything to clean this build up, and it has been cleaned up tremendously. And these people are mad. I mean, they mad. They at my throat. So I'm trying to buy a house now. I told them I don't go backwards, honey. I go forward. I can still perform at my age. I can still perform every song that I wrote. You seen on my Instagram, or have you read my looked at some of my video? I can perform every song I wrote differently than the artist is performing them. So if I go back to St. Louis, that's what I'm probably going to be doing, because a lot of them asked me. Well, I've had people ask me when I was out there if I wanted to sing in their clubs. Uh, I would use something like, if you're already balding and your hair is going bald, then you need to get something like some of that hair club shampoo. It'll thicken your hair up. It'll thicken your hair up, because my hair is really fine. So if you're balding, then you need to try that hair club shampoo. I can't remember what it's called. I know I got a bottle of the shampoo and conditioner one time from a swap meet. It was like $10. Excuse me, $10 a bottle. And it made my hair stronger. Excuse me. It didn't make it thicker, it made it stronger. Well, I am considered Harmony Bones of Bone Thugs and Harmony. Although I'm not in the group, that's what Easy E, Eric Wright Jr., he named me that. Eric Wright Sr., he named me that because I was doing backup for Bone Thugs and Harmony. But I was considered under the name Rihanna for years, even though I was not performing all of my songs. I wasn't performing none of my songs. I was putting them um on the web. And so all I needed was, well, the publisher was putting them on the web, and I ended up getting artists. They was like, you need an artist. I said, well, you gotta wait, because my cousin, she's gonna be in the arts. One of them are gonna be in the arts. Her brother, sister, somebody are gonna be in the arts. And yeah, Los Angeles. And I love LA, but they doing too much out here. I love LA. Mirko, they do too much out here. For a woman my age, I need to slow down. I ain't trying to be in no rat race with no 25-year-olds, 30, 40-year-olds either. And so I wanted to let you guys know that. Uh, yes, it's crazy. LA has lost their mind. I go back east and it's not as crazy as it is here. It's so quiet, and they ain't cut down all the trees and the greenery and stuff like that. You can breathe better. The air is better, even though it's colder out there. When it rains, and it not when it rains, but when it snows, it's cold. But get you a house with a fireplace, you'll be all right. Yeah, these people are something else out here in LA nowadays. I can't even begin. And they didn't just start. They didn't just start that. They actually been doing it, but they've been hiding it. They had fake police. They had some real police that was helping these people get away with all these crimes. Oh, you're a singer too? That's nice. I haven't even been able to catch my voice in this house. I've been like feeling like they've really been trying to bring me down. Mariah Carey is my cousin. Her last name is Carey. That's my mother's name. Shakari Richardson. That's my cousin. My great cousin. Her father and me are first cousins. We got the same mother, same grandmother and grandfather. Um, all them people all them Johnsons that I know. And you see, I just stayed in the background looking at this stuff, trying to clean this stuff up. You didn't see me out there trying to get anybody to do anything. That all them guys that you sit on that page that I'm on, that Easy E took that picture, and I was the only girl on there. They ain't never gave me money for that or nothing. And I was not fighting them because I already had a whole song file on Harry Fox Agency, and I every song that I wrote and recorded and videoed, I sent it straight to Universal Music Group, Geffen Records. So any of my family members that needed songs that I had wrote, I had videoed, even if they weren't family members, I would they were there for them to be able to perform. That's what my main goal was. My main goal was to get people uh out of the bad depression that they were putting our state into. That's the main reason why I did that. Do I have a dream? I have dreams still today. I have a dream that one day, which is coming true, even though it's taken longer. I wanted my student loans paid off. I wanted to be able to leave property to my daughters. And that's mostly what I dream of. For the country, I wouldn't even say the country. I start at the state, or the state that I'm in, and the city, and I try to talk to through my YouTube channel, to people that understand that, you know what, these people are out to get you no matter how old they are. They could be 75 years old. They don't care about nothing, and that includes their family. That's the good part about it, that you have to be thankful for, because they have no feelings for anybody. Yeah, it's hard for a woman in the business, and I'm not gonna be sitting up there getting knocked upside the head trying to wonder where my money is. I sued. I sued. And still people are like, well, she didn't get hit upside the head. Yeah, I've been hit upside the head plenty of times. But or they'll send somebody to hit me upside the head. Yeah, they'll try to get you. I talked to that attorney that the Cassie Ventura had. I talked to that attorney years ago. Thank you, Riley. I talked to that attorney years ago, and he was talking about how people were saying stuff about John Combs, and I was like, I'm not getting in that, because it's not the right time for me. I don't need to be putting my family in no kind of danger with a lawsuit. Now, if it was some what you call it, criminal activity that the law had found out about, then that's another story. But I'm not gonna be in that. I'm not gonna be in that trying to sue that man, and I know that man got all this money, and that 9 out of 10 times the artists are no longer here anymore. I'm gonna take that chance. I'd rather be here than have my money. Yeah, they love him. He's such a character, honey. Sean Combs is a character. He make you seem like he is not that person, and then the second time or the third time you see him, you be like, you have to take like 10 steps back to really look like, dang, he had me. Thank you. Yeah. Ain't nothing worth the lives of my family. Mm-mm. You see how long it took me to get them songs? I'm on there at 20, 21, 20, 21, 22. I'm on there recording with all these artists. I'm on there recording with all these male artists. And I'm like, I know I'm not, I know I'm going to get lost. I know they going to lose me. You know, I already knew. Then they start turning the song Get Money. They turned it into something else. I couldn't even remember what I said. Finally, I copyrighted the song Get Money. You better take a seat. Grab on it quick as this chick gets deep. I copyrighted those words and I could record it or somebody else could record it. But I mean, they never even put what I said out. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something else, y'all. Get Money with Biggie Smalls. What do you call him? The Notorious B.I.G. And me, or it says Little Kim on there. Tupac was on it too. So this song was almost 9-10 minutes long. But they spliced it up into 3 different people. Or into 2 different songs. Yeah. The same song that Tupac is saying, he's going, first, you be and your that song, he was on there. We were all over there in Compton together. So how is that a diss track against anybody? That's what they were making. They were making a diss track, which I didn't at the time know what a diss track was, but I just chimed in. Anybody that wanted to chime in to any recordings that Big did, that um any other artist that was in Compton did, they could have chimed in with a rap. And that's what we did. And I just realized that Pac was on the BIG Get Money too. All 3 of us was on there. So now they made it to where it's just Kim, Lil Kim, and B.I.G. And Lil Kim did not sing those lyrics. Some ratchet girl sung that lyric. So whoever got that is getting paid for that song, and it's hitting the radio, and it's disgusting to me. No, you're not supposed to be hitting on no females, but you know what? Try a 20-year-old running around trying to make money in the music industry. They can't be trusted. Especially when they get their head start getting big. Yeah, we worked regular jobs. We worked regular jobs. That's how I know that they was already after Pac. They was already after him. They was after Biggie. They was after Pac. They was after They was after him. They was after me. And I told myself, I said, you know what? I'm done recording. I'm gonna get a regular job. I got kids to worry about. I had one daughter I had to worry about. Do you know that when Pac got killed, I was in complete shock. But when Biggie got killed, oh my God, I was supposed to have been there. And I told them, oh my God, oh yeah, I'm going to come. Oh yeah, I'm going to show up. I knew when they started looking for me and they had somebody else's name already on my songs that I know they did not have they didn't have my name on my songs. So, what I did was I was like, I know they ain't put my name on those songs because ain't nobody calling me talking about, you got money in your account and all that stuff. They ain't nobody calling me from Universal Music Group. So I know they wasn't putting no money in my recording. But you want me to come perform live. My father, I was asking my father at 20. At 20, after I recorded all them songs with them in Compton, I'm like, Daddy, do you wanna go with me to start performing? He was like, nope. I kid you not. Do you know how much money they make from performances for music that I wrote? My father did not want to be bothered because he had been shot at when I was 14 after I recorded all those songs. Umbrella. B Better Have My Money, Take a Bow. I recorded all these songs. Shake It Off, Visions of Love, and recorded and wrote them. And do you know that these people came after my father? They didn't even know him. Oh, thank you. A gift from Mirko Di Perna. Love to you. Bye. Have a good day and a safe travels. Yeah. No, I had money in my Universal Music. I have money in my Universal Music account. They act like they don't even know who I am. And I even got my paperwork showing who I am on the paperwork. We even had to put a fake business name because I was a youngster. And they didn't want to give me the money that was even in my account. They said, "Oh, you performing, you get a lot, but I'm supposed to get 10% for whatever song you performing on the DSPs." And they never did that. They all owe me money. And they don't even care. Yeah. Don't use that. Don't use you have a lot to learn in this stuff. I think she left though, but you guys understand that these people are when they talk about, "Oh, I need a new artist." No. I'm my own artist. I be my own artist unless I write a song for somebody. And I'm not going to keep chasing them around. I'm most likely, like I was told, you're going to end up having to sue them because they not going to give you money for the songs that you wrote. Badass. We be putting it down. He got over 268 songs. They barely giving him $13, his son $13 a month. And that's my brother, who is 2.5 years older than me. That's his half brother. They barely giving him his son $13 a month through the MLC. They don't want to pay people. 200 songs? How do you get on? And he's singing on, he's rapping on each one of these songs. And it ain't no bull stuff either. He grew up like right at the corner of my cousin's house. Diddy house was at one corner around this loop, and Badass was on the other side. He never got to Badass. That's so weird. He never got to him. He got way more songs than Diddy ever could, including all the artists that he had. So I don't know what that's about. How he became so popular. He must be taking royalties and stuff. That's why they shooting people and stuff. Killing these people because they want their money. You know, are they jealous? I wouldn't have never thought of that as him. Me, I wouldn't have never thought he would have went that far. I would have assumed he knew people that did do it, but by him going from California to New York, but people that I actually sung with and I'm right there in the neighborhood with, that I've had other contact with in different settings, not just musical, and somebody killing them. Come on now. How you shoot my daddy, who was born on June 16th, and turn around and shoot Tupac, who's born on the same day, the same dude? Thank you. Have a good day too. To you too, Annette. That's telling me you doing a lot of wiping out people. Yeah, all three of those songs were together, y'all. Ain't that sad? And how they I just remembered that because I've been in so much shock from what happened to Tupac. I mean, Tupac ain't nothing but about 5'6". We was all like 5'6", except for like Dre them, they taller. But me, Tupac, Maze, all of us was little. And it's another one. I can't think of his name right off. All of us, and he was a kid, the dude I'm talking about, but all of us being 17, 18, 19, we worked. We actually had jobs. We didn't just, oh, we gonna do this music thing. We gonna take off on the music. No, we had to work. Ain't nothing in this world handed to you. All right, you guys. I wanted to tell you guys that crazy story. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I got a lot of more stuff that I got to remember that I did. And I'm going to be moving. I can't wait. All right. Love to you all. God bless. God bless everyone. Bye.